Okay, I'm back. Good morning again. Happy Tuesday. I am awake today. I have gotten my full 7 hours of rest and I don't know. I could sleep some more. Like I was just having lots of thoughts this morning. I planned on doing my exercise, but then I changed my mind. And so now, right? Oh, for people who don't know, yes, because a lot of individuals were asking me yesterday. Yes, try and get in some exercise. It's not just for your physical health, but it's for your mental health. Like it's all working together. Like I'm very holistic in that manner, where I feel like God created us to be like what's the way I want to say it? He makes all things work together, right? That scripture, he makes all things work together for the good of those that love him. But for real, I think with everything, the way that he created the world and just life and how things evolve, he makes everything literally work together. And if you read the scriptures, it talks about how, the eye can't work without the hand and the hand without the feet and all that. It's like everything is working together. And so many people were asking me yesterday, like, oh yeah, what are you walking for, and all of this. And I know in the past a lot of people thought I was walking for anxiety and stuff, but it's like, no, you walk for your health, like seriously. And exercise for your health. For me, I'm just into more full body exercises. So I'll swim, I'll walk, I'll dance, I'll do hula hooping because I like to do fun stuff. I don't want it to be where it's like, okay, and now I'm going to work out, what have you. I'm going on this elliptical, what have you. It's like, no, I need to have fun when I'm doing stuff. And so I try and find things that are full body, things that I enjoy, so that it's not like it's a task. You know how people are making those New Year's resolutions and they always say, like, oh, you're going to see people dropping off, like around February, around Valentine's Day, they're going to be dropping off because if it's not something that you enjoy, of course, it's like, oh my God, here I got to go work out. I got to go do this. And it's like, no, when you find something that you enjoy and it's like a dual benefit where it's helping you work out your body, it's something really good to do. And so for me, you will definitely see me engaging in some type of activity every day throughout the week because I believe they say it's good to do about 30 minutes a day of stuff, or at least, what is it? Like 5 times a week doing 30 minutes worth of exercise. And especially if you have health concerns within your family, just to be preventable. I'm very preventable in that manner too, where I like to do things where I'm not ending up in a situation, but it's like I'm trying to prevent that. And so I, try and keep myself engaged in things and moving and all of that. And again, it's not just for your physical health, everything is working together. So when you're exercising, when you're doing different, activities, it's actually working on your mind as well. And if you think about it, right, think mental. If you're thinking about it, when we're moving and when we're making decisions and stuff like that, and even with our emotions, our mind is very in tune with all of those things. In fact, sometimes it's dictating what's happening. It's dictating our emotions. It's dictating, how we make a decision in a situation. And so you really want to make sure all of these things are like in shape, right? And so if you're already engaging in these types of practices, like a lifestyle is not considered like this task that, oh, I gotta go do it. You're gonna want to do it. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, nah, I be telling people like, nah, I'm getting ready to go out, or nah, I'm about to go swim. I'm about to go do this because it's not, something where it's a task for me or something I have to do, a chore. It's like, nah, I want to do that. That's enjoyable for me. And not only that, but I need it for my health. What have you. It keeps me going. It keeps me flexible. It keeps me fit. If you find yourself in situations where you have to exert more energy and stuff like that, because it's amazing for me. Like I'm in my 30s, and what I was swinging a couple months ago like I was 10. Like, do I feel it? Yeah, sometimes, but it's like, no, I feel it in a good way. Like, oh man, like I work some muscles that I haven't used in a while. And so when you get into some like heavy duty tasks, you'll be able to manage it and maneuver a little bit better than if you weren't exercising and stretching out all those different muscles. So try and make it a lifestyle. For people who ask me, it's like, yeah, you can do it when you stressed out and everything, but try not to get to that place. Like try and make it a lifestyle where it's already happening, right? Like it's already going something that's in your world. And so when you get in those situations, one, you'll know what to do. And then also it'll help you better manage stress, right? Like where it's not even gonna really get to you because you already had your mind right and your body right. You get what I'm saying? So, okay, that's my little spiel on that. But for the day, I wanted to try and make it quick because, like I said, I didn't plan it. But I was having some different thoughts, you know, as far as man, a lot of things. Just love, God, and what was the other thing I was thinking about? Pretty much that and life. Right? Like I was thinking about that and I was thinking like God is so good, you know, where he gives us free choice. Right? Like he don't force anything on us. Like yeah, after a while he like I said he does establish our steps and everything like I was talking about the other day where he has a plan for our lives and he knows how it's going to go and everything. But at the same time, he still gives us the opportunities to decide if we're going to choose him, you know, if we're going to, you know, go in his direction and try and follow his commands and his decrees and stuff like that. And I was kind of, you know, comparing it in that way, like how we live in a world where it can be just so unloving. It can be so destructive, you know, like it's crazy. It was really making me think today because one, I was just like, you know how we live in a world and we know about crooked stuff that be going on. Like we know. We it's do you get what I'm saying? Just the fact that I'm even saying it like this. It's like we live in a world where we know underhanded stuff goes on. We know crooked paths are taken. We know is some things that are happening that should not be happening. But this is something that's always blown my mind while I was growing up. It's like it's crazy how collectively we can know these things and it still be happening. It's just like a matter of fact. Like, oh yeah, well you know. You know, like you know how that go. You know what's going on with that. Oh, you know, and the fact that it goes on so rampantly, so frequently, so, you know, often that it's like you literally find systems and like strategies and ways to go around it because you know it's happening, right? But it's the fact that we know and yet it's just like a norm, right? And so it was really making me think about God and how he's just not that way. Like he's just not that way for real. Like he's so loving and he's so patient with us and he's so understanding and you know all these different things, but it's like in this world it's just so not like that. You just got I don't know, and not to say it's horrible, right? It ain't good, but at the same time, it ain't good, but at the same time, it's like thank God, you know, for him being who he is, and for him for real being in our lives where you know he's in control, right? And you know this stuff has to happen, but it's the fact that we just live in a world where I don't know. It's one thing when you can have a few people know some stuff or a person here or there, but it's like when you collectively know, like when it's groups of people, when it's groups of people all over the world, when you know, like you that know all this stuff that be going on, and it's just like it's more matter of fact, and you know God know too, and it's almost like the more you read in the Bible, he'll put it out there like, oh yeah, I'm aware of this. I know this is going on and I'm getting ready to, you know, respond to it. I'm getting ready to do that. And he always gives us chances. Like he always gives us opportunities to get ourselves together. Like for real, just think about it. Sodom and Gomorrah, like all the different. I'm for real. Just look all throughout the Bible. It's a whole lot of examples as far as like it has collectively gotten to that point where it's like a lot of things going on that should not. And in the mix, you always have people, individuals that just caught up in the mix, and then you got individuals that's like, nah, I see what's going on, but no, like, nah, whatever I got coming to me, like, it's gonna have to happen because I ain't getting involved in that, type of thing. And you always see God stepping in, like, I'm getting ready to take care of this, and giving you the opportunity, like I'm gonna let you know what it is, and I'm telling you what's coming, but either you gonna get on the right path or you not, or this is what's gonna be the response to it. And I'm serious, for people who don't believe in God or you don't read the Bible, like I encourage you, go read it and just look at all of the different examples, all of the different situations that were happening. It was in different time periods, it was with different people, it was just all the time happening. And when you read in Ecclesiastics, it says that like it ain't nothing new under the sun. And same thing, we read the history books. All the stuff repeats itself. So it's just like when you thinking about it and you just see the stuff happening, it's just like it's not gonna keep happening. Whatever, like it's not gonna keep happening. But thank God for God, for real, for being so understanding and being so patient with us, and for real giving us that free choice to make a decision, right? It ain't as if he's not telling us what it is. It ain't as if he's not saying, look, this is unacceptable, this is okay, and that's not. What have you, like, so if you choose to keep going down this path, like this is your outcome, like this is what's happening, type of thing. And I was just reading, I'm in Jeremiah now, and I was just reading about how he was talking about a specific place and with people and stuff. And it just blew my mind because I'm like, yeah, that's how we live in this world. Like, we can know exactly what's going on. And as groups of people, like, we all can be like, oh, yeah, yep, that's that, definitely. What have you? Like, it could be whole phrases on, how every city or state or whatever or place has their little slogan as far as like what they're about and all that, and people can completely know all the different phrases and things that are attached to it, and yet nothing changes. Nothing changes. It's always blown my mind. Like it has always blown my mind over the years. And I mean, I was very young when I first like realized it. And I was just like, so everybody know this is going on, but no one's doing anything. Whatever, like no one, like what's happening. And each time you think there's some type of hope, like because the longer things go on, the bigger they get, the harder it is, to tend to something. But it's just the fact that, man, thank God for God. That's all I could say. Thank God for God, because I was thinking to myself, even with love, it's like some people for real think love is a possession, like, oh, I love this person, they're mine, type of thing, and no one else, can have them, and all these types of things. And it's just like, no, that's not love. And same thing with, oh, I can treat them any kind of way, but don't want other people to treat them right, like type of thing. And it's just like, thank God for God with love, like for real, and Him putting it out there that, yeah, I chose to love you, but you don't have to love me. Like, I want you to, but I ain't about to force you, whatever. Like, I'm for real. Like, that's how God is. Like, I'm not about to force you to love me. Either you want this or you don't. I would love to have it, but hey, do you all day. But then we live in this world again where it's just like, no, sometimes people for real can think that love is controlling, or love is, oh, I treat you however way I want to treat you, type of thing. And when I say it like that, I mean not just in personal relationships, I'm saying in general, like with what I was talking about earlier, like collectively we can know things that are going on within, different places and situations and, people and all that. And yet it continues to happen, wherever you like. It's continuing to happen. And I know I'm sounding very ambiguous, with it, but whoever can get it, But it's just like, yeah, no, love is not controlling people. You get what I'm saying? Like, and as much as we want to disconnect it and make it seem like, oh, it's only intimate relationships, it's only, personal relationships, it's only amongst, close people within families and stuff like that. It's like, no, it's everything. We are meant to love on one another. And whatever place we're in, whether it's in a family, whether it's in an intimate relationship, whether it's in a community, whether it's in a workplace, or it's in a government, or it's within the city or the state or the world. It's like you're meant to do that. And so if you for real like reading the Bible, you'll see it. It's like it's supposed to be done with justice. It's supposed to be done with you know equity, like like all these different things that he's putting in the Bible, and for real he's putting it in there over and over again. Like, so in case you missed it here, it's like, let me tell you, like, you supposed to be administering justice, you supposed to be, and all of it is centered around love. That's why in one of the sections of the Bible it says that it's like, if you loving what best of all the things I'm telling you, love. Like, if you doing that, that's covering everything. It's gonna cover every single command. It's gonna cover every single decree. It's gonna cover everything I'm telling you to fulfill if you just do that. And it's just like living in a world where you see stuff like that going on, where it's like crooked things happening, corrupt stuff happening, like underhanded stuff happening, like it, and then making it seem like, oh, but you care. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. But at the same time, it's just like, how can we have such a great example? Like, how can we have God as this great example of showing us what love look like? Making sure that He's providing for us, making sure that He's for real sending someone to lay down their life for us, what have you. And yet, this is how things turned out. And of course, it got to happen. Like, this stuff has to happen. But it's just the fact of like, man, thank God for God. Like, for real. If nothing else, I don't know what you're going through today. I don't know what, you getting ready to experience for your day, for everybody. But again, for 2026, like, the time has come. Like, I'm serious. The time has come for all of us to like just put a time out for this nonsense. Like, I'm serious. Time out for turning our head and acting like we don't see stuff happening. Time out for going through life and just breezing through it like it doesn't mean anything. Time out for like wasting time and wasting energy on things that are gonna waste away. They're going to perish. You get what I'm saying? And I'm seriously, for believers out there, because some people don't believe, in God, and some people don't believe in Jesus. Some people don't believe in the Holy Spirit. Some people don't believe in the Bible. And so I completely get it. Like, if you don't connect with a lot of the things that I'm saying, but that's why I'm like, just read the Bible, just read some of it. If you can read regular everyday books, just read some of it. Get past the whole little, oh, how did he create it in 7 days? Get past that and start just reading about different situations in the Bible as if you reading the art of war. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if you're reading about strategy and stuff like that. It's like, just read some of those sections in the Bible for real, where it's like you're going to see reflections of things that are going on back then in today's world. And you're going to see how things turn out. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how, things kind of repeat themselves. And not only that, right? Because that's like a history book. Not only that, but you also gonna see like how God is so much different, and how for real, even when He is in this role of a lion, that He's still displaying love and all His fierceness and all His reverence and all of His just, power. He's still expressing love. He's still doing it. It's so crazy. And yet we live in this world, and again, the love that we think it is, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I see certain behaviors, or when I'm, really paying attention to the things that are going on in the world, and how, people are interacting with each other and different things that are popping up, it's just like, and for real, people think that's love. You think trying to control another person is love? You think telling them what's best for them is love? You think only limiting their choices and their options is love? You think you like? I'm for real. I'm just thinking. It's my mind is going far beyond. Just what a simple intimate relationship can be, or a personal relationship, but I'm saying in general with how we operate with every single thing that goes on. It's just like, we really think that's what love looks like, or do we for real disconnect so much that we don't think love is supposed to be applied in every single thing that we do? That part. Like, do you? Like, that's my question for the day. Like, do you for real think that love is this separate thing that, oh, we only do that for Valentine's Day? And you all know how I feel about holidays, and I will be talking about that for people who don't know the history of Valentine's Day. Okay, like, catch me in February for that. But no, or thinking, love is only in families, or love is only, with a significant other. Like, no, love is supposed to be in every single thing that you do. Whatever it is, passion is love. Whenever you're working, whenever serving the Lord and doing stuff, that's love that you're supposed to be, exhibiting. Same thing with when you're in the community, when you're at a workplace, when you're doing some type of activity in an organization or what have you. People doing the news and all around the world. It's like that stuff is supposed to be about love. Every single thing that we do is supposed to include love, like for real. And thank God for God again, right? That He gives us choices, that He's not forcing it on us. But the fact that even in His fierceness, like I'm telling you, it's amazing to me. When I stopped and I thought about it, I was like, even when He's quote unquote angry, He's still displaying love. He's still doing it. And yet it's like we cannot grasp it to save our lives. Like literally and figuratively. Like we can't grasp it to save our lives. And the stuff that be going on in this world, I'm telling you, it blows my mind. Like we'll know for years stuff that be going on. Everybody can collectively know. And yet we just be like, I guess it is what it is. Let me try and like let me try and teach my kids like this is what it is, so you just gonna have to, it's crazy. It's crazy. And so yeah, I don't know, for today, that's my thought. I guess that's my call to action that I'm putting out there. Is just like, know that we supposed to be for real functioning in love and everything that we do. And I'm telling you the truth, love is beyond what society depicts as this little lovey-dovey hearts and all of that. Like, nah, love is real. Love is very powerful. Love is one of those things where, man, love will have you not knocking somebody out for something that they deserve to be knocked out for. You get what I'm saying? Love will have you not, cussing somebody out because of, something they deserve to have happen to them. But now you say no. Love will have you out here forgiving for the most unforgivable things according to society. Love will have you trusting when you should be in fear, says the world. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm dead serious. That's why I'm like, it is so amazing to me when I stop and I'm reflecting on it, and I'm just like, man, just look at God in all His splendor. Like, I'm for real. But especially for avid Bible readers and like those who are for real mature in it, like, go in and tell me about it. Cause I'm for real. Tell me about it, because I don't hear people talk about that. But it's like, even when He is angry, like He's still displaying love. Go and just look at it, and I bet you will see it. Like, no one talks about it. We always just say like, oh, and then they was doing something they ain't had no business doing. And so God was like, oh, in my anger, in my wrath, or what have you. And it's just like, nah, even when He was out there taking care of business, doing some, stuff that he felt needed to be done, He was still displaying love. Still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, still taking a moment and going like, oh, okay, I'm a relent, or whatever. Like, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna give you another chance. I planned on doing this, and that, but I ain't gonna do it. What have you? Or even other times where it's like before he would even go there, he was letting them know how he felt, about something. And yet, it's like, where did we learn how to operate? Like, what? Like, sometimes when I'm looking at how things are done in society, it's like, where did we learn this from? Like, where is this coming? It can't be coming from no good place, but it's like, where is this coming from? That it's okay to have people out here that's in need, but then you got other people who are in excess. They got so much they can't even spend it all. They can't even go and use it in a lifetime. Like, how is this happening? Like, how is it happening where it's like you got people who for real everybody is entitled to have an education, or they're entitled to have resources, but yet over here they getting this rinky dink stuff, but over there they getting high quality state of the art. Like, what is happening? You get what I'm saying? And then again, you stop and you be like, oh yeah, well, you know how I go. You know what it is. Like, and for real, be years, decades happening. And yet, how? Love is not just something that we do in intimate relationships, and in personal relationships or with significant others. Love is for real done in everything, or it should be, I'll say, done in every single thing, every single way, right? That we're operating in our world. Like, for real. And if you don't know what it is because society has distorted so much of it over the years, I encourage you to, for real, go and read it. Go and read the definition that's in the Bible for love. It is not the lovey-dovey, oh, my desire is so strong. Oh, like, I look at them and I just fall in love. Like, oh, I am just tripping. I am, like, oh, I'm so smitten. Like, no, that's that this world love. Like, for real, go find out what love is. That's why I always encourage people to go to the Bible. Like, go to Corinthians. Is it 1 Corinthians 13? Somebody correct me if it's not. But if it is, go in there and look up what love is. If that ain't right, go Google it, or go look in your app for the Bibles. Whatever app you have, go look in there and look up just love is and see what it says. And then if you really in there, right? If you really trying to figure out what love is, I'm for real. Because you can't do something that you don't understand, right? Like, you have to know what love is. That's why you have a lot of situations where, people in relationships, or people are doing things and they for real think that that's what love is. Like, love is not possessive. Love is not a, oh, you sacrifice for me. Love is not a, I take, and I don't have to give. Love is not a, oh, you're mine and you can't do anything else or be with anybody else. Like, that's not love. Like, this world done really distorted what love is supposed to be. Go look it up. Look it up. And I'm telling you, the best definition that I've come across, and you all know I have an English background, English language arts, right? So more about syntax and semantics and things like that, word structure and all that, sentence structure, like that type of stuff. Not the language now. But yeah, I have an English language arts background and also a teacher background. So understand, I'm credible in it. Like, I have done my research to look up, like, what does love mean, and where, what are the different meanings in different places and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, the best one that I've come across is from the Bible. It is the most detailed, like the most descriptive, the most straight to the point, no room for any type of misinterpretation or misunderstanding. Like, it is the best definition that I have come across in all my years. And so, and if you have something different, let me know. Drop a line, let me know what you think, and I'll go look it up. But I'm telling you, like, find out what love is, because I'm telling you, once you understand something and you choose to do it, like, you're gonna actually know how. And it's something that's not just in a relationship, but it's something that you should be displaying and exhibiting all throughout your life, every single day and every single thing that you do. And I'm telling you, for people who sit up there and you be trying to figure out, like, am I following the word? Like, am I doing this? And it is a scripture in that it says that, like, love will cover everything. Figure out what love is, and it's gonna cover everything. And wouldn't you know it, like, over the years, like for me, I'm finding it does. It does cover it. Even when you like thinking of doing something specific, it's like, like, oh, well, it says I'm not supposed to, like hate a brother or a sister, or oh, I'm supposed to forgive and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, the more and more that you figure out what love is, and the more and more that you're doing it, when you find yourself in different situations, you're going to be feeling that. You're going to be feeling like, okay, what should I be doing? What have you to love this person? What would Jesus be doing? What would God want me to do in this situation? And it will cover everything. So that's my call to action for the day. Like, seriously, like, do you feel like that's happening in your world? And be thinking about it for real. It's some food for thought. It's some good conversation to have. So whenever you sit with somebody, a friend or family or whatever, and somebody you don't know, have that conversation and ask them for real. Like, do you feel like that's what's happening? Is the government doing that? Is, like, is the state doing that? Is the city doing that? Is my community doing that? Is my district doing that? Is my church doing that? Is, like, is my organization doing that? Is my friendship, is that happening? Is my family, is that happening? Like, with me, is that happening? Like, for real. And in order for you to determine that, you have to actually know what love is. But a lot of times we do a lot of turning our head, or a lot of, oh yeah, that's going on. Yeah, that's happening. Right? Like, we know. But it's just like, yeah, but God, right? God knows too. And he don't force nothing on us. So at the end of the day, like, is that something that you choosing? Right? Remember, love is a choice. So, yeah, that's where I am for the day. And hopefully it was helpful for you. Yeah, hopefully it gives you something to think about, something to talk about for sure. Yeah, but let me know what you think, because it's definitely on my mind, and I definitely pay attention when it comes to this world and if that's being displayed in anything and all the things, right, that are going on, and how we play a role in that. We can't keep sitting up here saying like, "Oh, that's wrong. I can't believe that's happening. That is not right." And yet we not taking any type of action, right? Or we're not playing a role in it to be the difference or to be the change. And believe you me, sometimes it's not making these huge gestures or having, campaigns and stuff. I was watching I Am Greta the other day, and that was great, but it's just like sometimes it don't take all of that. Sometimes it just takes one. Right. It took this person who decided they was just gonna stand up for something, and that's what they did. But it's all types of ways of doing things, right? But it starts with us. So that's my thoughts for the day. I shall talk to you all another time. Bye.